Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome to another Illustrator CS6 tutorial. Today we're going to be using the zoom tool to change our view and stuff like that. So working with the zoom tool, it gives you more than one way to control exactly what you see in Illustrator. And it doesn't change like the image, but it allows you to view the image at different magnifications. So the zoom tool is located over here on the left, and you can tell by the magnifying glass. You know that you're zooming in when there's a plus sign on the magnifying glass, and when there's a negative sign, that means you're going to be zooming out. Now, to get to the negative sign, you hold down Alt, and then the plus sign will be already there by default, so you don't have to mess with that. So there's a couple ways that you're able to zoom in using this tool. You can click and drag and make a box, and then you can zoom around that particular set of items, and then it'll zoom in at like a set amount. You can also just click and it'll zoom in that way. If you hold down Alt and just click, it'll zoom out that way, and you can also zoom out Alt clicking by dragging a box as well. Now, if you remember, there's a couple other ways that you can zoom in. You can use this magnification bar down here. That'll zoom in from the center. And then you can go up here to View, and then zoom in and zoom out. And now you can see that there's hotkeys for zooming in and out. Control plus plus. Actually, it's just Control plus, my bad. And then Control minus, and both of these zoom in and zoom out. You can also click on Fit Artboard to Window, and then it'll set everything back to the default size where it fits right to the window. Or you can come down here and click on Fit on Screen, and it does pretty much the same exact thing. A cool thing about the zoom tool is that you don't have to be on the zoom tool to actually use it. So let me click on some other kind of tool like this paintbrush tool I got here. And let me click on something that we can actually use. Here we go, the magic wand tool. You can see that it shows up, and then if I click on something, it's going to click on everything and act like the magic wand tool does, excuse me. So if you hold down Control and then press spacebar and hold spacebar, it'll switch automatically to the zoom tool. And that way you can click in and out. If you hold Control spacebar and Alt, it's going to go to the negative zoom tool where you can zoom out. So that's a quick way that you can switch between these tools real quickly and have the zoom tool handy for you to use. Now, a cool thing about when you zoom in on vector images is that they're always going to stay nice and crisp. Let me click off this. And let's start zooming in on this vector image. As you see as I zoom in, it's not becoming pixelated or anything like that at all. That's because vector images are infinitely scalable and will always look crisp and clear no matter what your zoom magnification is or how big you scale them up. Now, if we change our view to a pixel preview, anytime you zoom in past 600%, so let me go to 400 real quick. Well, you can see already how this looks like it's pixelated and stuff like that. It's like making it like it's a raster, but it's not actually a raster, it's just a preview. If you go up to 600%, you're going to get the pixel grid. So that's something that you probably would want to know just so you can check out the pixel grid. Now, just to get that off, just go to View and just click on Pixel Preview again, and you're off of it, and everything's nice and looking nice again. So that's probably one of the biggest advantages of using vectors is the infinite scalability and the ability to zoom in on them and have them be crisp and clear the entire time. Makes working with them way easier and a lot better. If you're working on some artwork and you want to pretty much see what the printed results of your artwork are going to look like, you should always stay at 100%. This will give you the best look and feel of what your artwork is going to look like. So if you are printing out a letter or something like that, or a piece of paper or something, have it at 100% to get the best of view that you can get, even if it's too big to fit the screen, because that just means that not all of it's going to print off correctly. So that's it for this tutorial about zooming in, zooming out, and stuff like that. Thanks a lot for watching, and hopefully you learned some nice cool tips about doing that, especially that little shortcut where you hold Control and spacebar when you're on any tool to change it into a zoom. See you guys later.